Thank you, Madam Secretary, for doing this. There are various figures about this, so I'm curious if you know, how many barrels of oil does the U.S. consume per day?
I don't have that number in front of me,
So
sorry.
some suggest it's about 18 million, which would suggest you're releasing less than 3 days' worth of supply from the petroleum reserve. Why is that enough?
Well, what we are doing, plus what other countries may be doing, which will be less than what we're doing, because we have the largest amount of strategic petroleum reserves, we believe will be this bridge. I mean, the Energy Information Agency has said, for example, that in December, this is what they have projected. Now, again, it's probably more of an art than a science. Projecting is subject to a lot of different volatility, but that in December, the price will be $3.19 a gallon, and then in January, continue to go down. So this is really a question about a short-term strategy that allows us to make this bridge. So it's not, we're going to not supply all of the oil for 3 days, obviously. We will be releasing it over a period of time, and we will have a certain amount that each particular cavern is releasing. But we're not saying that we're going to be supplying all oil for the country. We're just going to try to do what we can to temper.
And it's coming over several weeks, then, you said?
Mm-hmm. It will be. Well, first of all, we are not going to release it all at once. It will be thoughtfully done over the next bit of time, and it will be dependent on those who bid. So that takes a little bit of time to do.
But listening to you just now, it sounds
Yes.
like you're saying price is going to hit a certain amount in December, and then down into January.
Yeah,
it'll
it
hit
will be
lower
over a
mark.
few weeks. It'll be over.
So we're looking at increased prices continuing through the Christmas season.
Well, we're hopeful that this will, because it's increasing supply and it's the largest effort ever, we are hopeful that there will be a lid. Although some of this, honestly, there has been movement on oil. The price of per barrel has dropped about 10% since this conversation started and was out there. So we're hopeful that prices will be stabilized and start to move down. We are not saying that there is going to be some dramatic difference, but we also are recognizing, and everybody needs to, I think, be a partner in letting people know that last year was an anomaly because demand during COVID for gasoline was so low that the prices were so low. And when demand is high, the price goes up. And demand now has exceeded supply, and we are doing our part to make sure that we can alleviate as much of that pain as possible.
Rachel. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Madam Secretary. So bottom line, how soon will Americans see prices at the pump drop, and how long do you expect that to last?
Yeah, I'm not going to make a prediction about how much and how long. What I'm saying is that this is the largest amount that we've ever done, and it won't happen tomorrow, but it'll happen over the next few weeks that people hopefully will start to see the difference.
Before the end of the year, before the Christmas holiday?
I think that people will start to see some tick down over the next bit. But again, we want to make sure that the gas prices at the pump are not being held artificially high for some reason. So as I mentioned, it is unusual that the price of gas at the pump doesn't drop at the same rate as the price of unfinished gas. And people would be paying 30 cents less per gallon if that had done that. So this is why the president sending the letter to the FTC was important.